Going on, guys? Well, back with another review. This of an older knife reimagined, I guess. The Kizer Milita 315 Quick Swap. Right now you can get this on Amazon, regular price of $159 even. It is M390 steel, which it's kind of weird that there's like no branding on this knife at all, which is it's a welcome sight, but at the same time having it small somewhere, like even on the inside, is always welcome. I mean, does Kizer even have their logo on here? Kind of different. So M390, thumb studs for deployment, button top liner lock, and a very deep carry clip that is reversible because of the way these work. I'm not going to take it off now, but it's not all that difficult. This part here, they call it the fat carbon, you can just pull these off. Starting to do it there. I'm not going to finish doing it though. You pull this off, slide this clip out, and put it right in this side here. So, into some things I like and some things I don't like. I like the idea of switching out scales. I guess the problem I have with it though is it's not really fully switching out the scales. I mean, just switching out right here, not doing the whole thing, which I know you wouldn't be able to probably. I mean, I don't know if you can do a whole panel like this that takes up the whole thing to where, you know, you're not just switching out a little piece. You still have the rest of it black here. The scales and the handle feel really nice. Black's aluminum. I'm not a huge fan of carbon fiber and this fat carbon. I don't like it very much. It's just not me, but that's just personal preference. I mean, you can easily switch this out too. They have a bunch of different colors and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously this part will remain black. It's kind of unfortunate that they got rid of some of the deployment options. The original Milita that I reviewed had thumb holes and also had a top flipper. And that'd been nice if they could have kept that along with this, just for my personal preference on deployments. I mean, the Kizer's thumb studs deployment is awesome. It's one of the few knives to where you go to the reverse flick and you really don't have to make sure you get your finger in the right spot. It just kind of tends to just work, which is always good. It is smaller than the original Milita by a decent amount. This is only about 7.36 inches long altogether. The original is almost 8 inches. The blade on this is about 3.1. And the original is about 3.35. So, smaller knife. That's not necessarily a problem. I mean, it feels good in the hand. The ergonomics here are good. I wish the jimping went up a little bit further. It's weird that it stops here. I feel like people put their thumb out a little bit further. Another thing with the original Milita, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I thought they did have a finger choil. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Maybe it doesn't. But with this knife, I kind of feel like having a finger choil here would have been nice. But either way, from here, still very comfortable. Not going anywhere. The action, I already said, is good. Their top liner lock is awesome. Just drops down. No issues. The knife feels very premium. It's hard to find too much wrong with it, but I also can't find all that much that overly excites me about it. If they wanted to do thumb studs instead, that's fine. I wish they would have kept the top flipper. I liked the Milita for the fidget factor of having more than just, I mean, we only call this 1 or 2 deployments. I technically call it 2 because I mean the Spidey flick is different than the thumb flick, so 2 deployments. The idea of swapping out scales, I mean, I've only really been in this hobby since around Christmas time, and I mean, I've already switched out my Para 3 scales twice, so the modding part of it I definitely get and I'm into, but I don't know if I mean, it's technically modding, but you're only changing out part of the scale. It is cool how easy it is to do, just because these are in there magnetically. Let me see if I can get one off real quick. It just feels fragile enough that I want to pull too hard because I don't want to break it. See, it's just, it feels just fragile enough in some spots. I don't want to crack the scale. There we go. All right. So, just 2 magnets in there. They're attached to the inside there. If you got different ones, interesting that, okay, is that meant to be there? I can't tell if that broke off or not. So, Kaiser, did that break off the first time doing it, or is that supposed to stay there? I have a feeling it's not supposed to be there, because if you get a different color inlay, then you're already not matching up. So, there you go. Well, did I find a defect already? Just trying to take it off. If you saw, it really wasn't pulling all that hard. So, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be there, but I feel like it's not supposed to. Either way, this is, I was going to say easy, but depending on what happened there, fairly easy to switch out. But you still have the black here, which, I mean, it looks nice. The DLC finish on it feels really good in hand. It's not slippery, but it's also not super grippy. But you can't switch out that part of the scale. The blade has a nice edge on it. I mean, I'm 390 here, and not going to find too many better steels out there, especially at this price point. It's a pretty good steel for this price point. So, I mean, just for a premium knife with an awesome steel, it's a good knife. But the extra things that you can do to it, I wouldn't see myself switching these out, just because you're kind of only half switching it out. If I could switch out the whole scale, I'd probably do it. I feel like they should probably, if they could, maybe put some different color thumb studs and buttons too. I mean, just let us switch everything out. I mean, maybe different color clips. Switch out everything except the damn blade color. I mean, if you can't do the whole scale, give us as much as you can do, because I mean, I'm assuming that just unscrewing that's going to pop out the thumb studs, right? I haven't messed with taking out thumb studs yet, but I kind of assume that's why that's there. So let us switch out as much of this knife as possible. And I don't know, maybe I come around to it a little bit more. I am concerned about that there though, so I'm not going to mess with this anymore. And that is part of the reason why I didn't want to take it apart, because they say it's easy, but they are very thin and obviously fragile. But like I said, just as a premium knife with an awesome steel, I think $159 is actually fairly priced. The quick swap stuff, I'm not sure I'm into it 100%. I'd rather take apart a knife. As much I remember as a pain in the ass, the first time I took apart my Para 3 was to switch out the scales and to get the blade lined correctly and get the action to work again. It did take a while, but only be able to switch out like half of a scale pretty much as opposed to the full scale. I think it's a big difference to me. But I mean, just as a premium knife, it's a very nice knife. Wish they would have left the top front flipper in there though. Other than that, guys, I mean, if you're getting it for the modding, I would just stick with some of the knives out there that already have scales to switch out. So Para 3, Para 2, Shaman, Sparco's got a lot of them. I think I see that Benchmade has a decent amount. I know Demko has some. I mean, I'm sure you can find some for other knives, but I think those are kind of some of the main ones. Kaiser might too. I haven't really run into too many scales for Kaiser yet, but I mean, this is maybe a start in the right direction. Maybe it'll get to the point where we're switching out full scales with just magnets and not having to unscrew everything every time and possibly ruining the action or ruining the knife, even though we'll see if that is technically ruined. Other than that, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, like the video. Let me know you want a free knife again. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.